Hello and welcome to Krista So Crafty. I'm really happy that you're here with me today. Today I want to show you something that I made for myself. So this is it's a knockoff. It's not an Apple Watch or anything. It's one I got on, I think it was Walmart. Anyways, and it had these plastic, the typical plastic rubbery watch straps. And I just thought, you know what? It doesn't match everything I own, and it's rubber, and when it's hot out, it gets sweaty under there. And so I designed and made myself an elastic one that goes on my watch. So you'll still be able to see this pink, but I'm able to slip it on and off very easily. It's made out of cotton and it's so comfortable. I don't even know that it's there. I've already made this black one, and I made this beautiful patterned flower one, and I made a blue one, a dark blue one, and a red one. And it's very easy to swap them around. On my watch, there's a little, now it's going to be really hard to show you, there's a little thing here that you slide like so, and then you're able to undo it. And it's got little pins on the one, I gotta get it out of here, pin on the one side that goes in and out. Let me try to do this without losing it. So it's like this. And I made little channels in this that allows me to swap these out. So I can take it off my watch and I can swap it out, let's say, for the red one. It's very simple. So you just put it through that little channel like that. Let me get this out of here and then I'll show you. So on this side of the little thing, there's a little sticky down part. Real technical terms here, but basically if I pull on that, it pulls that side of the little thing in. So I can take and I put this through like that, and then I can take it to my watch and I put in the side that does not have the button, so the opposite side of where that little button is. And then inside here there's a little hole, and I put it in there, and then on the other side I pull back that little thing, snap it in, and it's attached. And then I do that on both sides, and all of a sudden I've got a brand new watch strap that I can choose to have it match whatever it is I'm wearing. And you can hear when it clicks in. See, it's in there. So now, whoops, it's on backwards. So now I've got a new strap on here, and I'll always have a watch strap to go with my different items of clothing. The other thing about these is they are machine washable. You could throw them in the wash if they get dirty. I have this two-tone blue green that I thought would make a nice strap, so I will bring you along and show you how I made this. The supplies you're going to need for this are relatively simple. You need a piece of fabric that is 2 inches by 13 inches, and you also need a piece of elastic. Now this is 1/2 inch elastic. You need it to be 6 inches long. 6 inches. I also used a safety pin to help turn this once I sew it, and also to help pull the elastic through. What else? A pair of tweezers might be handy. You may or may not need a pencil. You might need one of those. The very first thing I'm going to do is take this to the ironing board, and I'm going to fold this over by about, I don't know, what is that? 1/4 inch, just over 1/4 inch. And I'm going to give that a press, and then I'm going to bring it back and I'm going to stitch it. The reason I'm doing that is it just makes it easier when we go to turn it later. The ends will be nice and neat. So as I was saying, all I'm going to do is stitch right down that edge, and this will stitch this so that when I flip it, it'll be nice and neat. And I'm using a coordinating thread. I just have a blue thread in here. So let's sew that down. And as you saw, I just flipped that around and then stitched it. And now they're both stitched. Trim off that thread. And now the basic principle of this is you're going to put right sides together, matching up the side seam and the end. And now I'm going to stitch about 1/8 of an inch from the edge of the fabric. I do a little back stitch and then away we go. And I keep straightening this out. I don't iron it because I don't want a big crease there. Just matching up those sides and making sure that everything is nice and neat. And again, we'll go and snip our threads like that. And now we can turn this around. I like to use a safety pin in this next step because it allows me to flip this easier. If you have a tube turner, that will work as well. I just put the pin in on the folded side and I push the end down inside. And then I pull the material up like this. And it just turns it around nice and neat. Sometimes it's a struggle. Of course, when you want it to be nice and easy, when you're filming, things never go as planned. There we go. So I'll pull that down and pull that out. There we go. Sometimes it just takes some finessing to get it going. And like that. Now, as I was saying earlier, I do not have an Apple Watch. I know with an Apple Watch, they have a bit of a, not a clasp, but a, what would it be called? There's like a ring, so to speak, that your strap can go on. And so you could take that and just make a loop and then put it on there. Like it would go like this. You'd string it through and then fold it over and you could stitch it. But this one does not have that. So I'm going to use my seam ripper to just pull this end out like that and pull out the other end. And then it's simply, we want to take and put the seam in the center. So it's nice and neat. And when you're wearing it, that seam will be on the inside of your wrist. Like this. And I will take it over to the iron and give it a really good press. Come on. Like that. And I mean, you could make these in so many different colors. Like that. So let me give this a good press and I'll be right back. There we have it. Our seam is pressed to the center. It's all ready to go. So now what we can do is we can put our pin back on here and start putting this through the center of the channel. And basically what we're wanting to do is put it in far enough that the end of the elastic will meet the end of the tube. We just want it nice and flat. What I like to do is take that piece there and slide it about that far in from where the seam line is. This will give me enough room that I can fold this over and stitch it down, and then there will be enough room in here to insert that little pin. So that is perfect right about there. Actually, I think I went a little bit too far, hence the tweezers. So you can pull it back out. grab a hold of that and just, there we go. There we go, just like that. And now I'm going to take it to the sewing machine and I'm going to stitch across here. And I like to do 3 passes. So I'll start here and I'll go over, back, and over. And that will secure that to ensure that it's not going to come undone. Make sure it's lined up nice and neat. And I'm going to stitch right across here. So I'm just going to get my needle in position. And then away we go. And we'll get those threads off of here. Like that. And as you can see, it's all secure. Now what we want to do is find where our pin is, which is right here. And I'm going to finish pulling this all the way through. And I'm bringing that fabric back. And as I do, it's gathering it. And this is exactly what we want. So I'll get my pin out the other end. Take the pin off and be careful you don't let go of that elastic. And then again, I want to bring that elastic so it's just about right here. So I'm going to gently let go of it and just kind of pull it and ensure that it's getting back far enough that I can fold it over top of this seam. If I try to fold it over that seam, it gets to be too thick. That's why I'm going just past that. So fold that over like that. So I'm going to line it up right there and away we go. And as simple as that, our little watch strap is all done. This is such a fast and easy project. And then you give it a little tug and it straightens it all out, and look at that. So let's try it on my watch. Alrighty, so let's take this off and I'll see if I can get a little closer view for you. So right in here is that little thing that I can put my fingernail behind and pull on it, and it releases the little piece here. I'll bring it out that way, and I'm just going to set it there, and then I will do the same on this side, which is usually on the other side, which is right there. There we go. I'm going to remove those, and now I'm going to put that one in here. So let's put that in here like that. Now you've got to remember that if the peg is on this side, you want to put this side in first. So I'm going to put that in the hole there, and then I'll push with my thumbnail and put it in there and get it to click. There we go. Perfect. Now I can turn this over. And you want to make sure that when you're doing this, that you're putting that seam so it'll be on the inside, just like this, right? So that this is the nice side facing out. Oh, sorry about that. It's probably blinding you, that light. So let's put this in here like this. And we'll put the pin in on this side and push that in. There we go. Now I can put it on my wrist, and I have a new wrist strap that I can have for my watch. Isn't that so cool? I'm so happy that I figured out how to do this for my watch, and that now I can make all the different colors I want. I want to thank you for joining me today on Krista So Crafty. It was so much fun making these, and I can't wait to make some more because, you know, you got to have one for every outfit, right? If you like this video, give us a thumbs up, consider subscribing to my channel, and of course click on the bell to receive notification every time I upload a new video. I do have a Facebook page, Krista So Crafty. If you want, you can absolutely go over there and show me any of the ones that you've made. I'd love to see them. I post different items on my Facebook page than my YouTube channel, so if you want to come join us there, it's a fun little group over there as well. Thank you again for joining me, and happy crafting.